All right, guys, welcome to the channel. I'm just gonna jump right into it. This is my first attempt at a YouTube video. Kind of feel a little goofy right now, but we're gonna see how it goes. Even set up a little studio back here. Got some signs. My little posts are from a paper from the Everett Herald. My buddy Ace is over here hanging out with me. Got my girl's ring light up even. See if I can get some studio lighting in here. How I look. How I look, daddy. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I'm talking to a phone. Okay. So this video is just going to be kind of about ranting around about what I want to possibly talk about in the future. I'm into a lot of different things. We do a lot of CrossFit, a lot of working out, general fitness, all kinds of different things. We mix those things together. Big into firefighting now. I am a firefighter. I'm not going to say where because there's a lot of rules about when and where I can say what we're doing. So we'll just stay away from it for right now. But firefighting is a huge passion of mine. CrossFit was a big passion of mine. I've owned a gym, sold the gym, ran one for 9 years, still continue to travel around and coach weightlifting, CrossFit to other people. I've got 3 kids, all of them into different sports, super busy in that way. Like clothes, into clothes, love me some shoes. What's fitness? What's CrossFit? Without getting into some shoes, in the shoe game, you have to have it. And then the YouTube thing. So this is the reason I'm trying this out is because I've done some research online, especially on YouTube. What better resource for how to get better at YouTube than to actually jump into YouTube? They've been telling me you need to monetize, market those things out. And the rules are you have to get 1,000 followers, 4,000 hours watched. And then once after that point, it kind of starts to build. So we're going to see if this feels good, if I don't mind talking to a camera and not actual people, which I'm more used to, standing in front of a group and talking to that group. Then if it works, it works. If not, we'll move on. I'm still doing other things, and we're just going to try something out. Just going to try something new, get uncomfortable. So first off, maybe this is going to be that kind of CrossFit. I got a workout plan this morning I'm going to do. Maybe I'll try to record some of that. It's just going to be a morning run, and then later in the afternoon, we're going to do a probably a test WOD for a competition coming up down in Eugene, Oregon. A couple buddies of mine that signed us up for it. It's a 3-man team. We're going to go down there, see what we can do. We're going to throw down some basic WODs, mainly kind of like the girls, a heavy lift, a floater WOD, and then another fun little 10-minute kind of AMRAP that we're all going to be rotating through. So we're going to do some work with that. I'm going to do some D-ball work later. Maybe I'll record it, try to splice it into this video. I'm going to have to get it download an editing tool first before we go into that. And then we'll see how that goes. So the first one's going to be probably a 5K run, rest 5K run, just as a morning sweat, low intensity type of deal. When we do that, I have a assault runner. And with that assault runner, I have that at home, and that thing gets nasty, all right? So I'll kind of record that, show you guys. The sweat comes pretty quick. It's super smooth, love that thing. But eventually it catches up, feels like you're running uphill in sand. Everyone that I talk to it's just a nasty tool. So we're gonna jump into that a little bit, see if we can edit that in, clip it in. If all that goes well, we'll post that up. Still have a lot of things to learn, but super experienced with CrossFit and love doing it, love sharing it. So if that's something that we kind of move into, then that'll be golden. That'll be golden, okay? Man. So the goal is to try to make this video 10 minutes. I am 4 minutes into it already, and you're probably sick of hearing my voice, and I'm already feeling weird about talking to this camera about more things. So I know in the future what I'm going to be doing is taking notes throughout the day, writing down my thoughts. This first video is kind of like a video diary, just kind of getting it all out there on paper. I'm a little bit older, so this is kind of goofy. I'm sure all my friends are thinking, you're a grown-ass man talking to that camera like these kids. But all those grown-ass men probably haven't done the research I have into this YouTube deal and seeing how lucrative it possibly could be. Like those kids playing Fortnite, making $100,000 a month on that channel, just playing a video game. You know, Fortnite's cool, but I am into it. But a bunch of my guys and my friends, a lot of girls are into CrossFit as well. So that's something I can just try to spread some knowledge about. So that's kind of the goal with this channel and where we're kind of moving forward. So first, this test is just to kind of make sure I look good on camera. Who knows? If I could set up lighting, nice that I brought the girls something already to see if they can do a YouTube channel, because they're super into it. The girls are 10 and 12, and I have a son that's 14. The 14-year-old is smashing wrestling right now. I could talk about that probably for 20 minutes, but I won't embarrass him, won't put him on blast, because he's the same as me. We don't like to be out in front of people. I've grown and learned how to speak to the camera and things like that. I'm super introverted, which this might work. So I'm sitting around, as long as nobody else is around to kind of hear me talk, then I can just talk however I feel. This is good. So yeah, the biggest things today, the plan is going to be to work out, shoot this video, work out again, make sure you get all your eat right on. Maybe I'll go into how nutrition works and all things like that. Kind of show you my days in and out as far as nutrition goes. What happens when you make a mistake or a slip up and you jump back into it? Everything's going to be all right after that point. It's all okay. If you're doing that 80-10, 80-20, 90-10 rule, where you're on point, you can have that slip up and jump back on. And then just getting up in the morning, I know a lot of people have difficulties like getting motivated. The one thing that I've heard before that will kind of everlast, is always go along with me, is going to be, it's not about motivation. You're not going to wake up every day motivated to get up to try and start something new, like a YouTube channel. Get your introverted self to get out there, extrovert, and talk to all these people and let them hear you, let them judge you, let them write comments about you. So that'll be all kind of goofy and new. But again, motivation is not going to get you out of bed to go and work out. Dedication is your mind, keeping your mind right, moving forward towards your goals, writing down the goals and sticking to a plan. Your goal, you're going to have an end big goal. Go chase after that end big goal. That's awesome. That's outstanding. Everybody needs that end goal, but you're going to need goals in between to have little check marks to get yourself to that bigger goal. If your goal is a 200-pound snatch, then you're going to want to start with mastering that PVC pipe. Be able to hit 75 pounds perfectly. 95 pounds goes smoothly, and every one leading up to that. Okay, those progressions do not happen in a day, a week, a month. They take a lot of time to kind of get that down. So the goal is just to get better than yesterday. Get a little bit better than the day you were before. If you're running a 400 meter, if you have to, your first day, the coach shows you to go run that 400 meter and you can only make it 200 meters on the run, walk the other 2. Outstanding. Tomorrow, we're going to try to run 210 meters. The next day after, we're going to try to run 220 meters. The goal is just to do a little bit better than the day before. Set those little goals. Feel accomplished, feel good about yourself with how you're moving forward with those goals, so that eventually when you hit the end of the road, actually there is no end of the road, once you hit that end goal, then you'll be done, you'll hit it, you'll feel good, you'll be able to look back on that and say, man, I did that right, and it's going to set you up on the next path for your next goal, that 240-pound snatch, the 255-pound snatch, that 300 if you get there. I'm not anywhere close to there right now, so I'm setting up those goals again, because I did take a couple years off from competing and moving barbells kind of in general when I went through Fire Academy twice to get this job. So the first one was for part-time, then I went back through for a full-time academy, and I've taken 2 years kind of away from the competition side of things. That's probably something to lay out in the beginning. I am a 6-time competitive regional CrossFitter. First time was as a team in 2011. The other 5 were as individuals from 2012 to 2017, and then I took this last couple years off. I'm from the Northwest, so I've been going since 11 when it was in Puyallup on the horse manure track inside. All the way up until the Tacoma Dome, the Moda Center down in Portland, and then when they made super regionals at the Tacoma Dome, like that was so cool. That was badass. We brought down Canada West, Northwest, and we merged all those together, and it was a big fight from Canada West and Northwest, but we're all in it together, and it was just a great time having that many more competitors and everything in there. I know I'm kind of talking back in the past and moving forward now that we have sanctionals and everything like that. My goal is going to be to try to push forward and to make a sanctionals event. Hopefully this channel works and that this style of YouTube and for me talking to the camera for 10, 15, 20 minutes or maybe clipping in workouts kind of works, and I can kind of take you guys on that journey, keep myself dedicated to my craft and what I'm doing, and helping this using this as a tool for the trainer for a trainer. You know, if you're going to get up every day or 3 days a week is my first goal, to do a video, then that'll get me up. Make sure that, you know, minus the motivation, because we don't always wake up with it. I'm just going to keep me dedicated. It's going to make sure like I have something to put out for you guys. It's going to make sure I have the content myself to put on there. And it's just going to another stepping stone, another thing to kind of help me get up and get out and keep moving. It's not too hard to keep moving for me. It's been something that I've done since I was 14 years old. And before that, it was just sports. I played sports all the way up until now. So being fit or working out is just something that's kind of in my blood. Love to do it. My kids love to do it. My parents loved to do it and still love to do it. My mom used to go work in the morning, take a break in the mid-afternoon for her split shift, and she would go and run 8 miles on a treadmill, right back to work in the evening. She's a superhero. I don't know how she does it. I'm super tired after a 24-hour shift, so getting up to go and run right now is going to be kind of tough. But we're going to do that. We're going to get it done. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys stick around. I hope you guys follow the journey. Like the kids say, like, subscribe, turn notifications on, and then we'll see how it goes. Thanks, guys. All right, morning session number 1 down. Got that 5K in I said I was gonna get. For those of you just trying to build up towards that 2 a day, that competition style working out, start off something slow like this. Just do it like I do. Like to do a morning primer, burpees, running, something nice and easy, just a breather. It could be low intensity, high intensity. Just be careful and be mindful of your body. For those of you that are wondering, this is the assault runner. This thing's bad. This thing's good bad. It's less but good bad, all right? So now I'm gonna rest, eat up, and we're gonna have one more workout this afternoon. See you then.